It's the all-new Sports Visions with Dale Williams and DJ Jones, your 1980 national champions. 1980 and 81 SEC champions, two damn good dogs.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Visions. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
Hey, man, it's our time of the year,
That's
man.
right.
Football season is here.
That's right.
Finally, there's no doubts about it. Football is in the air everywhere you look.
Everywhere you look, DJ, high school, college, NFL, it's football season.
Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have an opportunity to talk about our Academy Sports High School Game of the Week, Dale, and I'm looking forward to going out and, of course, spending some time at the high school games of the week, tailgating a little bit.
That'll be nice, DJ. Shaking hands and kissing, baby, but most of all, promoting high school football.
Also coming up, we'll talk about SEC, NFL, and a whole lot more coming up next on Sports Visions.
If you're even thinking about a new car, you've got to come to Headquarter Nissan.
Because right now you can get the lowest payments of the year.
New Sentras from just $129 a month.
Altimas from just $159 a month.
And Rogues from just $169 a month. And all backed by our value plan featuring a lifetime warranty with an unlimited amount of time and miles and more. Lease for less. Columbus is a Nissan town.
E&S Men's Clothing Warehouse has been your most trusted name in men's fashion for more than 50 years. We've offered the area's best selection of top quality, name brand suits, accessories, and casual wear at the most competitive prices around. Customer service is our top priority. We're the professionals generations have trusted for the best quality and absolutely the best deals. We are E&S Men's Clothing Warehouse. We are simply the best.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people, but when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson and Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380. Welcome back to Sports Visions, Dale. The high school football season is upon us, and I'm proud to say that we'll have an opportunity to go out and actually touch some of the folks out there, and we'll be out on the premises of the stadiums with the high school games of the week.
High school game of the week, they're brought to you by Academy Sports. It's going to be big, DJ, and again, you know, we like getting into the community. We'll be able to see how good of players we do have around here, but really, with the help of Academy Sports, we're going to be able to cover high school football a whole lot more this year.
And the first game on slate, of course, is August the 25th. That's a Friday night, and that'll be Carver and Spencer, and that's the traditional rivalry that's been around a long, long time. And that's a great way to kick off the high school football season around here.
Great way, DJ, a rivalry game, you know, a game that goes on and on, great historic value. And again, we'll be spotlighting those top games in this town the whole season.
Got a new name for it called the Heritage Bowl, and I know that it's synonymous to the family reunion type atmosphere that'll be on that night. But again, we're looking forward to folks coming in from miles around, a lot of people from out of town coming home to support their alma maters. And again, the Green Waves and the Tigers, man, we're looking forward to touching the flesh.
Touching the flesh, like I said, DJ, shaking hands, kissing babies, seeing some long rewarded friendships, rekindling and all those things. Tailgate, eat a little bit, and have a good time.
And, of course, as the season unfolds, we'll have an opportunity to decide on some other places. But you got to know that we will end up at Kendrick, of course, not Kendrick, but Central. Central has a lot of college prospects that are being recruited. Several have already declared. LSU, Peter Parrish is saying he's the quarterback over there is going to go to LSU, and several others.
Well, you know, DJ, the good thing about the game of the week piece is that we'll choose week by week. You know, really, we got some games already chosen. The Brookstone, the Brookstone Pacelli game. You got talking about the Columbus Northside game. All these rivalry games we got. But really, one big indicator, DJ, in the spirit of Sports Vision, you got to be doing something too, DJ. You got to be winning.
Oh yeah, got to be winning. And again, like I said, it's just an opportunity for us. And thanks again to our partner in this this particular promotion, Academy Sports Deal. Again, having the opportunity to have a nice tent and some other niceties. We might even have you on the grill.
Well, I'm going to be on the grill. We got grill masters. We're going to have invited grill guests that want to come in who think they can grill, but you got to be able to grill, though, to be in the tailgate, DJ. But one of the other big things about it, along with Academy Sports, the headquarter Nissan piece that we've always been doing, opportunities to come in and sponsor and do your marketing of your business. Just give us a call.
Having the opportunity to cover these high schools, Dale, again, the way they should be covered. Again, getting out, and again, we played the game, and we know how important it is to have the support of local media to come out. And I'm just, excited to bring our relationships even closer to the high school coaches and high school football teams.
I think, DJ, that's one thing that we've done over the years about, just fostering relationships with the high school coaches. But not only that, let the kids know that we are promoting high school football and being there and watching over these kids.
The other part about that, too, is that, obviously in December, the second Thursday, when we have our high school area awards luncheon, it actually gives us an opportunity to see some parents and some of the other folks that we wouldn't necessarily see by not being on, at the game. So, when we see those faces in December, we would have seen them along the way.
We can put a name with the face, DJ, and we actually would be able to see these guys play. Because even though your coaches nominate the kids, DJ, we got some kids that I think really flying under the radar that we might have to do a whole lot of nominating ourselves.
Once again, we want to give you an opportunity. If you want to get involved, you can feel free to call Dale at 706-681-5192 or call me at 706-681-1136. Well, we'll take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
Honey, what are you doing?
Watching a cow.
Oh, what's it doing?
Impressions.
Power up your morning with a new 300-calorie egg white grill.
Hey, you guys, well, it's that time of the year again, and we are super excited about this year's Tailgate Party Pack giveaway. So, all you do is you come out to Headquarter Nissan. We have this huge setup in our showroom. We've got a tailgate tent, tailgate grills, cornholes. All of your favorite teams are represented as well. Come in, fill out a ballot. You're automatically entered to win when you complete that ballot and just drop it in the raffle drum. And then on November the 28th, we're going to pull 5 finalists. Those finalists will come to the dealership on Saturday, September the 1st. That is SEC Championship Game Day, where we will pull one grand prize winner for the entire party pack, and then we have some awesome prizes for the 4 finalists as well. Come on out, enter to win. It'll be here before you know it. See you guys soon.
You're gonna do great.
Thanks, Dad.
Break a leg.
Affleck?
Not that kind of break.
Oh! That had to hurt. Affleck?
Not that kind of hurt. Yeah, Affleck paid us cash in just one day to help with our car payments and mortgage.
Affleck!
Perfect timing! See how Affleck helps cover everyday expenses at Affleck.com.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. Dale, it's now time for our Atlanta Falcons report. And you know what? Seems like the Falcons are having a great camp up to this point. And you know what? It's time to play some exhibition games.
Really, man, I think the Falcons are really anxious to get started, and I think this exhibition game against the Jets this week is going to be a proof that they are ready to start. I think really they got all their people lined up how they want. I think they got everybody in camp. I think they really want to see how the starters are going to play. They probably play about the first quarter, DJ, and then they're going to be through. But just from listening to Dan Quinn and some of the comments coming out of the camp, Falcons ready to play.
They are indeed, but again, as far as them playing a whole quarter, I don't know, because I know based on the Hall of Fame game and some of the other previous training camps, that you know what, they have to get down those numbers, and they want to see those younger kids play right away. And they know the guys, the first team guys, they can play, so they want to give them as much time as possible. But I don't want to see Julio or Matt Ryan, for that matter, or even Devontae Freeman. I don't want to see a whole lot of those guys other than a series or so before looking at the other guys. We know we got some young kids in camp that are doing well, and in particular the Crawford young man from Hardaway. He is doing an outstanding job from what I understand. So I would rather see him get 2 quarters and then find out whether he has what it takes to make the team.
Well, really one thing that I have been noticing coming out of Flowery Branch is that Dan Quinn has started a practice of competitiveness, ones against ones, twos against twos, but really mixing it up, getting in game type situations. It's almost like Dan Quinn is definitely preparing these guys for game time.
Absolutely. And again, when you talk about training camp as we knew it, it's not as tough as that. But again, there are more opportunities for the younger kids. Last year was the first year that they moved the cut down date back to the very last week of the training camps. And I know with that being the case, that a lot of the young kids do get an opportunity to show what they can do and to show whether they deserve to play in the National Football League.
Well, that's the biggest thing, just getting an opportunity and a chance. And like I said, the younger that the player are, the less experience that these players are. They want to give these guys a lot of reps, DJ, and they want to make sure that they evaluate them at the best point of their careers at this time. But more so than anything, when they evaluate them, they want somebody to be able to step on the field and play and contribute to the Falcons.
Talking about some of the stories surrounding the camp so far this year outside of the Atlanta Falcons. I know when you talk about what's going on in New York, when you talk about Saquon Barkley, the outstanding running back, and a lot of folks are saying this is a one-in-a-lifetime running back. When I hear that, I think about Bo Jackson and Herschel Walker. And, when you talk about Saquon Barkley, is that putting too much pressure on this young man to deliver for the Giants?
I don't think it's pressure, DJ, because really he comes out of Penn State. He knows what high expectations are. He's set goals to have, high expectations, DJ. So I don't think it put pressure on him. But I do think that the fan base of all these NFL teams, they want to see their top round draft picks come in and play and do the things that they really expect them to do.
Another quarterback, Baker Mayfield, out with the Cleveland Browns, the #1 pick. Again, he's having an opportunity to play behind a veteran quarterback, but at the same time, they're talking about, his football IQ and his game recognition has accelerated more so than they ever thought. The way he's been playing so far in camp, and I know that they've just been playing in practice, but they're talking like they are surprised that he's so far advanced now.
DJ, we said this last year, really when a quarterback comes out of college and he has a quarterback coach, you see these guys being a whole lot more polished than what the older quarterbacks were from yesteryear. But one of the biggest things that I do know from that quarterback standpoint is that they're not going to be ready to play right now, DJ. But I think really as they develop through camps and they get the right mixture in there, where you got some playing with the ones instead of playing with twos and threes, that helps their development also. So it's going to be interesting to see some of these rookie players, like from the Saquon Barkley piece to Baker Mayfield. It's a lot of the young rookies that are going to get an opportunity to play, and they're going to get ready to play here real fast.
Speaking of rookies, and I'm talking about the University of Georgia, former All-SEC running back, Sonny Michel had a little brush with an injury, his knee injury. And again, Dale, for whatever reason, it looked like he's playing a little heavier than we anticipated. I know he looks a little bloated, wearing that number 51, and I know that has something to do with it. But he looks a little thick in the legs, and I don't know if he put on a little extra weight, but already a knee injury, and hopefully it's not gonna set him back at all.
I hope it doesn't, DJ. But really, like you said, he does look a little thicker, But I think really he didn't need to gain anyway. But I think really even with him being out and being able to recover from this little slight injury that he does have, hopefully he can get down to a good playing weight, because he's still going to have to use his legs, his shiftiness. He's going to have to do it all right now in the NFL.
And, of course, Lamar Jackson had the first time out of the gates again in the Hall of Fame game last Thursday. And you know what? He didn't set the world on fire, but at the same time, this is a process. And the more reps he gets, the more comfortable he'll become. But we certainly know that he won't have those long runs, because the NFL is so much different than the college game.
Yeah, we found out that real quick on this first series that, you got guys in the NFL who can just run just as good as he can run. But I think really, DJ, his development piece is going to be real big, and I think one big thing about it is that he's going to have to be a little bit more patient, but he does scramble to really maneuver himself to get open passes, be able to throw through a pocket, but I think he's going to be very good. And really, I was impressed with Robert Griffin III too, DJ, when he came in and developed the game. But like I said, it's a lot of rookies that really going to have an opportunity to play real early, and I just want to see their development in all these preseason games.
In closing out this segment, there's one rookie in particularly, and as of the date of we taping this show, he's not in camp. Roquan Smith, the outstanding All-American linebacker out of the University of Georgia, Butkus Award winner, up until, again, we tape this show, he has not signed. And again, it's all about that new helmet rule.
That's right. That new Hellman rule. And we still got to evaluate that, DJ. I don't know if it's in the books. I think it already is in the book because they voted for it to be in the book. But I think it's going to be a lot of adjustment, and I think really the officials are going to have to be a little bit lenient when it comes to this rule.
All right, coming up in just a little bit, don't go anywhere. Our special featured segment, Where Are They Now?
This is Academy Sports and Outdoors. We offer a huge sports and outdoors selection of top name brand gear like you've never seen. All at low prices like you've never seen. Because we're a sports and outdoor store like you've never seen. Until now. Now open in Columbus. Academy Sports and Outdoors. For all for less.
Building wealth is an innate desire we all possess. Whether you're raising a family, running a business, or starting a career, the best commitment you can possibly make today is to build wealth for your future. Now, more than ever, our innovation teamed with a personal approach to building wealth is the win we both are striving for. Trust in our commitment to help get you there. Citizens Trust Bank, a relationship you can bank on. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. As promised, of course, another segment of Where Are They Now? And I'm pleased to have with us the legendary Loretta Cobb, the only 3-time All-by-City Basketball Player of the Year. And, of course, Loretta, you won the Sports Visions Legacy Award a couple of months ago, and our first annual Female Athlete of the Year Awards luncheon had the opportunity to bring you in and let those young ladies see what a true legend was all about.
Oh, DJ, what an accomplishment. You know you caught me off your guard, you and Dale, but I'm gratified to my heart about it. To receive such an award throughout my career, I mean, that was just befitting. I mean, at 53 years of age, I won't ever get back on that basketball court again. So, you know, when they say going out in style, that went out in style, DJ.
Well, let's do this. Nice. We're gonna let all those folks out there that don't know who you are, and again, I know that there's a lot of them that do, but we're gonna start off. We're gonna go back in time. We're gonna walk them back through, because my question to you is, I know how great you were in high school. We were during my era, you know, the early, late 70s, early 80s. However, way before that, you had to have played with boys, because the girls didn't play basketball.
That is correct, DJ. I was one of the first female athletes in Columbus to play with the boys basketball team. Went to Marshall Middle School, go Mustangs. It was 3 of us. My PE coach, Mrs. Alexander, Overstreet, came to me and asked me to try out with the boys team. And I looked at her and kind of laughed. And I said, Miss Overstreet, I don't want to play with the boys. Why don't we have a girls team? And she said, well, we're not going to get one this year, Loretta, but you really should try out with the guys. So surely I went out, made the team, and eventually became a starter. But that was during a time and era, you know, that female sports really wasn't talked about a lot. I played with my brothers and played with the kids in the neighborhoods. So you had to get out there. If you wanted to compete, you had to compete with the guys. So it was truly, truly overwhelming.
When did you know that you had it?
Oh, God, it was 6 of us, 3 boys and 3 girls. So Mother always kept us together. She really didn't like us playing with the neighborhood kids because of everything going on back in the 70s. So she always instilled in us to stay together. So she said, you got a team. So we was play in the yard. We would play tag football. We run in the streets barefooted and compete against each other. So my brothers, at a very young age, saw that I had some potentials, let me just say that. So they pushed me, and sure enough, thank God, look where I ended up today.
You know, I mentioned earlier that Loretta is the only 3-time All-by-City Female Basketball Player of the Year. She's also the only female athlete to have her jersey, well, she was the first female athlete at Columbus High to have her jersey retired, and I know you went on to play college. I'm going to give you an opportunity to present that, but folks, I'm going to tell you something. This story also is about getting your education, because obviously Loretta has an injury, and I'll let you talk about that.
Yes, I was the second leading scorer in the nation when I graduated, DJ. I had verbally committed to North Carolina. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, so I wanted to go back home. So me and Coach Barefoot at the end of the year, we never talked about where I was going to go to school or what I needed, because he didn't want me to lose focus on what I was doing. So at the end of the year, he brings out this basket of letters. And DJ, I tell you, it had been probably close to maybe 5,000.
Wow.
He just poured them out, and I was like, Coach, what I supposed to do with this? And he's like, well, these are people that's wanting you to come play. And I was like, well, I pretty much already know where I want to go. So when I decided to go to the University of North Carolina, we went to a camp. It was a Charlie Chris, Mayweather, two of those athletes back in the day.
The local
yes,
camp
and
here?
the YMCA.
Yeah, Josie Merriweather and Wilbur Holland.
That's it.
Yeah, Charlie Chris came,
That's
John
right.
Drew came back in the
They sure
old
did. That
Atlanta
was
Hawks
back in
days.
1981 when I graduated. Well, me and Sam Mitchell were player of the year, so they wanted us to come down and just kind of like be a part of the camp, be mentors. And I tore my ACL on the rubber court. We were doing a simple pick and roll. I picked, and when I tried to turn and roll, my knee popped. I heard it pop, and that was just the kind of the start of me seeing my basketball career going down. And I ended up signing with Chattahoochee Valley because Coach Doug Key had found out about my injury, and he came to me and he said, well, you can always rehab. Stay here and then try to transfer later. And I tried to do that, but I tore it 2 more times, DJ. I was all region 2 years straight at CV playing on one leg.
CVCC?
CVCC,
Okay,
Chattahoochee
we're
Valley.
going to take a short break. We're going to come back with the second part of this interview because I can't wait to hear the rest.
All right. Thanks, man.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're with Loretta Cobb, and we were sharing your story, and I know that you got injured, which cut short your collegiate career. However, you went on to CVCC and did well there. However, those injuries just took a toll.
Oh, I never sustained them, DJ. I tore it again for 3 times. Once the third injury, it was totally needed constructing. And I was to transfer to Jackson State University, and I decided I went there, and I knew that I wasn't able to play basketball. So I said, well, I can come back home. And that's what I decided to do. And I started working with a young man in Phoenix City, Alabama by the name of Mr. Neil Stilwell, which is very, very, very prosperous man now today as you speak. But I ended up going there. And that was pretty much more of what happened in my basketball career. Kind of came to a halt then. I started coaching.
You know, you're coaching, but I want to jump to something that I'm so proud of you. Again, being an entrepreneur. And I mentioned earlier, sports is going to help get you there, but sometimes, things happen in life. In your case, an injury, you didn't have a WNBA. But, again, you had an opportunity to go to the highest level in college basketball, and you weren't able to go to North Carolina. But what you were able to do was use all of those lessons that you learned in sports, and you came together to form your own business, which what you're doing now. Right.
Again, the story about Neil Stilwell, I worked for him for probably about 5 years, and then my next owner, Dave McDonald, came in, and it called Neil's Military Sportswear. Then we changed it to Patterson Incorporated, and then I decided 16 years later, when I worked for them for 16 years, I decided to go on my own. A young man by the name of Mr. Charles Sizemore that owns the Memory Company was my last boss, and he's pretty much put me in business. So he kind of laid the foundation for me, and I took that upon myself to go on.
Share with those people out there what you do and how they can get a hold of you.
Well, we changed the name of the business to Columbus Creative Printing and More. I pretty much kind of like trying to get the new business up and going, DJ. Change the name, change the ownership. So I've been doing this thing for almost 35 years, so it's time for me to kind of pass the torch. But we do screen printing, we do imprinted sportswear, we do basketball, football, track attire, we do family reunion, churches, and T-shirts, and I had been doing it for over 16 years. So it's kind of like, my workers that was there with me for a long haul, they've been there with me through Black and Blue. And, becoming an entrepreneur, DJ, it's not an easy job. I'll tell anybody that. I left 3 years ago and went and worked for somebody again, and I really stopped in November working for them. So we're really trying to get the new business back up and running. But I tell you, it's an adventure, and I tell you, I'm going to be an advocate for all small business owners.
Where's your business and what's your number?
It is located on 1112 Martin Luther King Jr. in Columbus, Georgia. The name of the company is Columbus Creative Printing and More. New ownership, Jacqueline Mills. She's the new owner. And our phone number is 706-366-7903, and you can reach her at any time.
Lastly, I know that you're a huge basketball fan. The Cavaliers, LeBron James, just took championship back to Cleveland after many, many years. Steph Curry, our guy, and the team of destiny. We thought Golden State got knocked off. What's your take?
Well, DJ, they said history is made to repeat itself. So I think that if it was for you, it's for you. The Cavaliers, they did something nobody said they would never do. I never thought they would do it. I was a Golden State fan. I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't. But LeBron is a phenomenal athlete. So sometimes what you put in and hard work pays off. And I think he took the challenge. I heard them talking about he didn't take it to the hole. He's 280 pounds, and he's a big guy. Why is he not taking the game over being the MVP? It reminds me of myself. You know, sometimes you do sit back and let everybody else carry the torch sometimes. But a real athlete has to step up to the challenge. You got to get out there and do what you know. And that's all he knows is being MVP.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Sports Vision's Legacy Award winner for 2016, Miss Loretta Cobb. We'll be right back after this.
Sports Vision, sponsored by Aflac, Chick-fil-A, Mel and Abe, Styles by Denise, Jordan Girls, Taylor Funeral Home, Forrest B. Johnson and Associates, State Farm, Jimmy Watts Agency, and Dr. Jamie Winchester.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, the University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson and Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380. Call now.
Hey everybody, Devin here at Headquarter Nissan. Listen, I want to tell you guys about this big challenge that we have for the month of August. We're going to try to hit 300 cars in the month of August. Guess what? Columbus, Phoenix City, we need your help. We need you guys to come out and support Headquarter Nissan. We're trying to have a 300 car month. Guess what? We need to sell 165 new cars. Guess what? With the savings and discount from Headquarter Nissan and Nissan itself, we're going to accomplish this goal, but we need your help. So come out to Headquarter Nissan. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to give you a car. We're going to give you a deal. You take care of us. We take care of the community. Together, we're going to make this happen. Headquarter Nissan, come down and get a deal.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Vision's Deal. It's always great to have an opportunity to reflect back on some of the greats that have come out of this community. And you know what? I'm so proud that we were able to make that happen with the Where Are They Now segments.
That Where Are You Now is still big. Even, you know, it's not dated. You know, when you got guys that, oh, I forgot about this guy. To see them back in the mix and then us being a part of it makes it even better.
Speaking of being in the mix, the Atlanta Braves are still in the mix. And I know that, you know, they've had some ups and downs, but at the same time, Ronald Acuna Dale is playing out of his mind. He's a phenom, and I know for the last a week or so, he has been doing his thing.
He's been doing great. Ever since they moved him to the leadoff spot, DJ, he's been playing, you know, he gets more at-bats, but he's been playing great baseball. I mean, delivering hit after hit after hit. He's doing well. Freddie Freeman is doing well. He could almost be a triple crown kind of a guy, hitting over 300, over 20 home runs, RBIs. He's doing it all. Ozzy's doing very well, DJ. Really, and the Nick McCarkis piece, DJ, that has been real big. And you got to realize, DJ, the Braves are only a game and a half behind Philly, but they also got great guys in the lineup, young guys that are doing very well. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Braves in the playoff play.
Absolutely. And, of course, the Atlanta Falcons, you know, continue to develop and get better. And, again, you know, everybody's picking the Atlanta Falcons, believe it or not, Dale, to end up at home in the Mercedes-Benz at the Super Bowl.
Hey, that's got to be the ultimate goal for Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons, to end up playing at home for Super Bowl 53.
And last but not least, we're looking forward, as we mentioned earlier, of getting out in the community. Of course, some of the games of the week. Of course, our good friends at Academy Sports making it possible.
Making it possible, DJ. It's going to be great to go to some high school football games. And we have something to do on Fridays anyway, but we're going to cover them. And really, we want to just do a great job of promoting high school football.
Well, that's going to do it for all the sports we have for today. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Be sure to check out our Facebook page, Sports Vision's TV show, or our website, www.sportsvisionsusa.com.